Solo: A Star Wars Story is set to take place sometime before the events of the original trilogy, meaning it is technically a prequel. Yes,
the end is nigh.
However, what you may not know is that an even younger incarnation of the title character was initially intended to feature in Revenge of the Sith. Of course, this idea was later scrapped by George Lucas himself, most likely deeming it entirely unnecessary or too much like fan service. I'll let you be the judge on that one. Thanks to the internet, however, buried concepts are like a treasure trove for Star Wars YouTube channels and Reddit pages alike. So, with that in mind, let's uncover Han's original role in the Star Wars prequels. The success of the upcoming anthology movie Solo: A Star Wars Story may entirely depend on Alden Ehrenreich's performance as Han himself, so casting the appropriate actor in this iconic role must have been a heavy burden for line directors Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. But in a surprising turn of events, they weren't the only ones faced with such an arduous task. In fact, George Lucas himself has faced a similar situation, having planned to feature a very young Han Solo in the third and final Star Wars prequel. Originally, at least in early drafts of Revenge of the Sith, Lucas wanted Han to appear either prior to or during the Battle of Kashyyyk as a 10-year-old orphan, giving him the following exchange with none other than Grand Master Yoda. I found part of a transmitter droid near the East Bay. I think it's still sending and receiving signals. Good, good, Yoda would have replied. Track this we can back to the source. Find General Grievous. We might. As we can clearly tell, Solo would have played a significant role in tracking down the Supreme Commander of the droid army, despite only having one line of dialogue. But if we take a closer look at the Art of Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, specifically a quote from concept artist Ian McCaig, George was also planning on partially revealing the youngster's backstory. It's not in the script anymore, but we were told that Han Solo was on Kashyyyk and that he was being raised by Chewbacca. He's such a pernickety guy later on, he always has to have the best of everything. So I thought it would be great if when he was a kid, he was an absolute slob. Raised by Chewbacca and hot on the trail of General Grievous. Personally, I'm not a massive fan of either idea. I just think his role would have felt a little too forced, no pun intended, and out of place. But what do you think? Do you wish a 10-year-old incarnation of the classic character did appear in Revenge of the Sith? Let me know in the comments below. If you learned something new from today's video, be sure to leave a like. And for weekly content on all things Han Solo, press that subscribe button and notification bell to keep it locked here to the Carcasans.